Hi, welcome back. I hope you're doing great. Before I get started on this video, I just want to say thank you to the few people that have checked on me. I have not been able to record videos for just a few days, but still I have a few wonderful friends here on YouTube that are always concerned about me, and I really appreciate it so much. I've been going through another flare with my lupus and fibromyalgia, amongst some other things, and my doctor's been kind of switching around medicines, and I haven't had much energy, so the energy that I have been getting ready for Christmas, which I am almost ready for. So I just want to say thank you to the people that had sent me comments and messages, and I will get back slowly. I did have a couple of videos just about a week ago in a few days, but those were pre-recorded ones. Today is Friday, what's the day? The 14th. So this is a new one. I'm going to try to get this video up sometime tonight or tomorrow. Alright, this is a requested video to do a review on my Revlon lipsticks that I have. Now, in the video that I made about drugstore makeup, I had stated that Revlon lipsticks were my favorite drugstore product, and so a couple people asked me to do some swatches of the colors and the ones that I have, and to do a little bit of a review. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I have them in this little container, and I'm just going to start with the Revlon Super Lustrous. Now these are the ones that come in the black tube. Now they make very different types or formulations. The only three I have are the Super Lustrous, the Revlon Lip Butter, and then another kind that I don't know the name that I'll talk about at the end. Okay, this is probably my favorite type of Revlon lipstick. They come in, I believe, 82 or 84 shades according to the Revlon website, and you can get these at Walgreens, CVS, Target, I believe Walmart, I think Rite Aid, but I don't have a Rite Aid near me at all. You can get them at Ulta. They're just really available, or at not really, but readily available at many places. Now this one here is called Cherries in the Snow, and it's what I'm wearing today. And I hope the lighting is okay. The sun is starting to kind of go down a little bit, so I'm going to try to record this as fast as I can. Now Cherries in the Snow for me has a personal sentimentality to it, if that's a word. I used to use Cherries in the Snow back in the early 90s. It was my signature color. I was never without a tube, and anytime I went anyplace nice, I would wear my Cherries in the Snow. Over time, I kind of just found other colors, and then recently, thanks to YouTube, I saw some real great people here wearing it, and I was reminded of how much I love this color, so I went out and bought a tube, and this is what it looks like. It's a beautiful, dark yet bright, bold pink, and it is a blue tone pink. And this is what the swatch looks like, and you can see that I didn't put too much pressure at all. It's just a beautiful bold color. It gives my lips just a nice pick-me-up. I love, love, love the color. It's probably one of my all-time favorite lipsticks ever, is this color. Okay, another one of the Revlon Super Lustrous, and that's going to be hard to say, that I have is the Raspberry Freeze, and this is the only pearl one I have. Now the Raspberry Freeze is a lot lighter. This is what it looks like. It's a lot lighter, but it's really very, very pretty. You could use this for a dressy occasion. If you have a beautiful smoky eye and you don't want to put too much on your lips, you can use it for a casual occasion. It's a very pretty blue-toned raspberry, sort of a raspberry cream, I would describe it as. The next one I have is Certainly Red, and this is a blue tone red. This is one of my newer ones, and I bought it to wear at Christmas time or Christmas Eve. And that is it right there. It's just a beautiful, beautiful red. Even though it's blue tone, just the way it looks, I think it would look good on any skin tone, whether you're very dark skinned, light to medium like I am, or very fair. This is a very, very pretty color. The next one is also a cream, and this is called Berry Haute. And in the tube, it sort of looks kind of blah or maybe very nudie, but on the lips, it gives such a pretty, pretty look. Sort of like a retro 70s look without the frost. And that's Berry Haute. And you'll see that I really stay with berries and mauves and then throw in a little bit red now and then. The next one is Mauve Night. And this is a brown tone mauve, but not too brown, because I personally can't use browns, it's right there, on my lips. When I use browns, I just look like death warmed over, and that's not the look I'm going for. Okay, the next one, and the last of this type, is Berry Rich. And it's just what it says. It's a very nice berry color, sort of a cream berry. That is in the top. Very bold, but not too bright. Now these colors, besides loving the shade range, I love the fact that they do come in so many different shades. I love that they have good staying power. Now you can't wear the lipstick for hours and hours, but I don't think there's any lipstick out there that's going to keep your lips moisturized and stay, you know, for the whole day. Wear time for this, I think within maybe 3 hours or so, you might have to just kind of dab a little bit, but there'll still be some color there. Doesn't leave a stain, but you still have the color. I just love this formulation. I hope that they never stop making it because it is my favorite. Now the next ones are the lip butters. And now people go back and forth with the lip butters, and there's a lot of people that have that love-hate relationship with them. For me, when I first started using them, or bought my first tube, actually first 2 tubes, I really didn't see the big hype. But in my mind, I do believe I was comparing them to the Super Lustrous. And you really can't, because the Super Lustrous is a true lipstick, where this is more of a balm gloss lipstick combination, meaning they're not really bold as lipsticks are, but they are not sheer like balms, and they last longer than lip gloss. Okay, now this one is in the color Candy Apple, and I don't usually like arm swatches, but I have no room, so I'm going to go down as much as I can, or as high as I can, and that is it right there on my wrist. This is a sheer, I would call this a yellow toned red, but on my lips, because I do have some pigmentation and my lips are a little bit darker, it just works and turns it into a nice neutral red for me. But if you have very pale lips and you are looking for a neutral or a red tone, orange tone red, a blue tone red, this Candy Apple, yes, will not be the color for you. Okay, the next one here is called Sugar Plum, and this is a very easy, beautiful color. There it is. It was one of my favorites in the beginning of the fall. It's a beautiful color just to throw on. You don't have to worry about it too much. It's a beautiful plummy purple, but not in your face like you go into a disco, if that makes sense. Then the next color I have is the Pink Truffle. And this is a combination of pink and brown, but not too dark of a brown. And that's right there on my arm. And I do apologize for arm swatches. I usually don't like them, but I'm running out of space, and I probably could use this hand. I didn't think of it, but that's okay. This is another very easy color to wear. Then the next one I have, and the last, and it's hard to read, is Raspberry Pie. This is the brightest of the lip butters that I have, and this is the closest to lipstick. And I will put down this right there so you can see in comparison to the Super Lustrous, it's pretty close. So if you're looking for a lip butter that has more of a lipstick consistency and look, try this one in the Raspberry Pie. So you can see I usually stick in the same tones, but I don't really buy the same colors. Now the last two I'm going to talk about just very briefly. I found these on the 75% off rack at CVS. I don't know what type these are, and when I went to the Revlon website, it was not listed. So I'm thinking they're discontinuing them. They come in the black quilt color, and for a while I really loved them, but earlier today I was trying to record this and I did a swatch on my arm very lightly and the whole tube fell off and onto my tile floor. So I would not recommend getting these. I mean, if you do see them 75% off and you want to, maybe depot them into a little jar, that would be an idea. But I tried testing this color out, which is the raspberry, and as I'm starting to do it, I'll just do it here, I can feel that it's starting to crack already. And now I do live in a warmer climate, but my house is always very cool. My husband and I don't like the heat. We like the heat if we're going out, but in our house we keep it cool and at a good temperature. I don't store them near anywhere that there's a lot of heat or lights or anything like that. So this is probably, not probably, but this is a fail when it comes to the Revlon lipsticks. But then again, like I said, I think Revlon is discontinuing them. I just wanted to mention in case you see them on a 75% or 50% in your CVS or Walgreens or wherever, and you want to pick them up, I would depot them because they're going to crack, and I would hate for them to crack when you're putting them on your lips and get you all messy. So those are my Revlon lipsticks. I really like them a lot. My favorite are the Super Lustrous that come in the black tin, like this, a black tube. And as you can see, I'm trying to wipe this off, and they really have a nice staying power, or staining power I should say. I'm going to have to get that off with like makeup, because a simple baby wipe, which takes off just about anything, doesn't fully remove it. I think they're a great, I'm sorry. I think they're a great bargain. As a little tip, if you live in the States and you are near a Target, pop into Target, because I find that Target, for these Super Lustrous, they are a very good deal. In my area, they're $4.99, so depending on where you are in the country, they might be a little bit more, a little bit less, but I find that these are the least expensive at Target. And now if you have any questions or comments, or if I didn't cover something that you'd like to know, please just leave me a comment down below. I didn't get into ingredients. I don't really ever do that much when I'm doing a review unless someone asks me. You can always check out the Revlon website if you're concerned about a certain ingredient. I do know that with my sensitive skin and having systemic lupus, I do have a lot of sensitivities to products, and they have never bothered me at all. I've never gotten any, like sores, or that's gross to say, but it's true, it can happen. I really like them. They're just a nice addition to my makeup collection, and I tend to reach for them a lot. So I hope you enjoyed this, and that you are having a great day, night, morning, whatever time it is that you're watching this, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.